from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a count to a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They just get the play off. Now under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Prescott now from the 50. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. From the 38, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Houston. From the red zone now, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Damiere Byrd with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 22. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 103 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pitts. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there just before halftime, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The final shot before the break. Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go. Check 52. Hey, I got 31.
Now it's Watson. Being chased out left. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gardner. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott to throw it.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating. Oh, contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Kyle Pitts
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop,
They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And again, it's Prescott. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
To throw is Prescott. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Second down and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. On play action, Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Here's Dak. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This for the lead in the final stages. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here's Prescott.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Now Prescott.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got Elliott.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
To throw, Prescott.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Now Dak.
Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Prescott.
Flushed out right. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this one is right down the middle. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. First throw in OT for Watson. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
From the 24, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. 2nd and 5 from the 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.